Hi, I'm Rick Jackson with Birmingham Waterworks. For 6 years, we've hosted Hydrate the City events in parks across our service area to encourage our communities to stay hydrated by drinking water during the hot summer months. Well, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, things look a bit different this year as we are trying to do things more social distancing appropriate. We'll host a series of videos where we'll talk with special guests about how to stay hydrated, the importance of staying hydrated, and how to enhance your water with some delicious fruit infusions. We present to you a virtual Hydrate the City. And we are joined by Alex Morrow with Resolute Running Training Center. Alex, thank you for joining us with our virtual Hydrate the City.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Resolute Running before we get started.
Sure. So Resolute Running is a full-service training center. We're located in Homewood, and I know you were talking about wanting to run a marathon. So here we go. We can get you ready for a marathon. We can get somebody ready for a 5K, and we do a whole body experience. It's a holistic approach: nutrition, gym work, running plan. We do it all.
We've been in quarantine for a while, so is this a good fit even for someone who wants to get out there and just start like a beginner runner like myself? Is that still a good fit for someone like that?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we've actually hired another coach because during this crazy time, gyms are closed. So we've had this massive influx of people saying, how do I stay fit? I'd like to be a runner. What do I need to do?
Right.
And it's crazy because you think everybody could just go run, but there's a little bit to it.
Oh, so, yeah. Just a little bit. All right. So with Hydrate the City, we are encouraging everyone to stay hydrated with drinking water. What's the important role that water plays into fitness and running?
Sure. So water is crucial, especially during the summer months, but year-round. During the summer months, you become dehydrated. It leads to a lot of health issues. For fitness, you can't have a quality workout unless you're drinking enough water during the day. And it's not just something that you drink while you're working out. It's something you want to do day in and day out to make sure you're staying hydrated at all times.
Very good. Okay, so along with stretching and things like that, what should folks do as it relates to water and getting hydrated prior to exercising?
So, before we get to that, very quickly, a lot of people think you have to have Gatorade or Powerade or all these very sugary drinks because that's how you stay hydrated, and that's not the case at all.
Right.
Your best bet to stay hydrated is simple water. And I know you're going to talk about some of these in just a second, but there's a couple ways to spice it up a little bit. But if you're drinking water day in and day out, and there's a couple different ways you can judge how much you should take in. A lot of people say take your body weight, half that in ounces, and drink that much a day. If you're doing that, and then while you're working out, running, gym, you're just sipping to thirst, you should be plenty fine. And then afterwards, after you sweat like I do, make sure you're drinking a lot afterwards.
I was just about to ask you, what about afterwards, and then just kind of getting back in their routine? So tell people where can they find out more information about Resolute Running?
For more information, just go to resoluterunning.com. It's a full resource website. We have everything there. And I would also encourage you to go to the Birmingham Track Club website, which is the birminghamtrackclub.com. We're about 1,000-person members, and we have a variety of programs for all your needs. So I think you'll learn quite a bit there too.
You mentioned this a little bit, and I want to touch on it before we get to the infusions, about choosing the right thing to drink, which we encourage water, but I mean, drinking a soda and things like that and trying to run can't be really beneficial, right?
Now, if you were doing a super long distance event, like a marathon or an ultra marathon, you do want those sugars and electrolytes and everything else. But for most of us, we don't need that. And it's interesting because a lot of sports drinks have more sugar in it than your sodas do.
Right.
So there's no need for that unless you've been sweating heavily for a couple hours and you really want to replace some of those electrolytes and some sugars. That's fine. It does not need to be your go-to though. Water is where it's at.
Right, and then if you want to find ways to enjoy water, why don't you just do a little bit of the fruit infusions like we have here. We have the citrus blueberry and then the lemon strawberry, but there are a number of these that we've been posting on our website and our social media. Make sure you infuse for about up to 12 hours for the best taste and best results. Hey, we really appreciate you joining us for our 2020 virtual Hydrate the City series. This has been great. Make sure you continue to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to find out how you can take home your very own Hydrate the City t-shirt. Alex, again, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And thank all of you. I'm Rick.